Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. And you take a look at this home team, and Greg, they must be feeling the pressure of this winner-take-all matchup.
Yeah, I mean, they've only got one shot at this. There's not going to be anything secret about their game plan. They've just got to play to their strength.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Magician is out there with Allen. And it's the Wizard. Then it's Magician. And it's Holloway at the 2. Pass to Sellers. Now Mitchell. Here's Magician. Takes the 3. Sellers, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here is Allen. To the left wing. Here's Holloway. Pass the Magician. 6 on the shot clock. Sellers pulls it in. Now here's Jackson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Hopkins. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Jamison. Here's the Wizard. And here is Allen. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Magician. Allen defending. Pass the Magician. Here's Sellers. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Magician, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Hopkins, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. They set the screen. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Jamison. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. On the wing, Jackson takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Holloway. Here's Magician, guarded by Jackson. Allen surveying the D. Here's Magician. Out to the right wing, the Wizard. Rebound by Mitchell.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Hopkins. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Holloway. Magician passes to Holloway. And he lays it straight in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Mitchell outside. Back to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Holloway. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Sellers. It's good. This game is all even. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Magician, guarded by Jackson. They set the pick. Nobody near Allen. Misses the three. Looking at around 44% in the early goings here. And Jackson throws it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Holloway to the left side wing. Here's the three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Gotten 5 of 10 shots dropped in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Magician. The Wizard passes to Magician. Here's Magician. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Jackson. Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Mitchell dishes to Jackson. Magician passes to Hopkins. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's the Wizard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. That is good offense, unselfish play.
Here's Magician. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Magician. Outside Jackson. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. Stolen away. Here's Holloway. Releases from 15. Jump shot is good that time. Magician's got his second bucket of the night.
Operated in that mid-range area that time. No real shot contest.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that kick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Here he goes. It's blocked. Allen passes to Magician. 7-foot shot, and it's in there. Magician's got his second basket of the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, I think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen.
So did the defense.
Yeah, right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
Here's Magician. No good with the triple. Gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Magician laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Magician's got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Darling. Still scoreless. A three. And that one released in time, but no good. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They got the Magician. Magician is out there with the Magician. And it's Magician. And it's Darling in at the guard position. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then there's Allen. And it's Williamson in at the center position. They got the Magician. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 3 spot. Williamson out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Allen in at the 3. Out to the wing. Here's the teardrop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Sellers checked in for the Magician.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from his charity stripe. You love to see that.
Pass to Allen. Got a piece of it. Here's Sellers. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Williamson. And it's Magician with the rebound. Being 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Magician. Just 4 to shoot. There's a screen. And he's good on the 3-ball. Magician's got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Sellers, defended by Allen. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Jemison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Jackson, he's checked in for the Magician. He doesn't get the second one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass the Magician. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Magician. He has 5. Releases. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Magicians checked in for Williamson.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass the Magician. Here's Magician. Down low. Here's Sellers. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass the Magician. Here's Magician. Jackson looking it over. From deep. Kept alive. A beautiful reverse layup. Jackson's got 8 points.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Pass the Magician. Here's Jemison. Got a hand on it. Magicians checked in for the Magician. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Magician. Puts it up from 12, and Jackson gets it to go. He's got 10. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Magician. 10 points for him. Pass to Jemison. They set the pick. Here's Allen. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Darling. Now here's Jackson. Fires the 3. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Magician. Here's Holloway. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Magicians checked in for the Magician. To the paint. Here's Magician. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Personal foul. 4th-team foul.
Gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Jackson. Here's Darling. No scoring in this one. Outside Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Magicians checked in for the Magician. Both free throws good from Jackson.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass the Magician. Here's Jemison. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jemison's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Outside Jackson. There's the pick. Fires for three. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Shots are just flowing. Him right now having a really strong quarter.
Here's Holloway. Pass the Magician.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the right side. Here's Magician. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Jackson. Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Down he goes. Nice one there from Sellers.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Pass the Magician. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Inside. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's Holloway. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Jackson. It's blocked. And he recovers it. Magician passes the Magician. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Magician, guarded by Jackson. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Hey, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Jackson throws it down.
You can't talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
They were sloppy, gave the ball away too much, and that comes down to one thing. Focus.
Guys, how important is the first game? And that about wraps it up. And as the third...
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Really an incredible game from Magician.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got the Magician. Magician is out there with Mitchell. And there's Jackson, and it's Sellers in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Allen for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Allen's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jackson misses. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Down low. Beyond the arc. And it's Magician with the rebound. Hitting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Pass to Holloway for the lead. That shot off. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Mitchell kicks to Jackson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mitchell sets the screen for Jackson. Nice move. And Jackson throws it down home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Allen. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson passes to Mitchell. To the middle. Stolen by Allen. Here's Jemison. He's got 8.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Good on the second free throw. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Mitchell, lets it go from deep. Allen with the rebound. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Jemison. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Magician with a tie and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists tonight. Mitchell outside. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Magician, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Magician. He has 7. Pass to Allen. Here's Magician. Four on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Magician's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Magician. Off target with his 3. Gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Jemison. 9 points in the game so far.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Magician missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Allen outside. Pass to Holloway. There's the pick to the inside. Here's Jemison. And Mitchell with the block. Three-pointer. A Wizard with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
For the lead. The shot's good from Holloway. Magician's got 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
For 3, Mitchell. Gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Holloway. Charity stripe shot. That shot's up. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Things leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Magician. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's Magician. Rebounded by Jackson. Thing has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Magician. Mitchell in the corner. Outside Jackson. Here's Sellers. Down to 5 on the shot clock for the lead. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he beat up?
And Rick Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Magicians checked in for Sellers. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. Pass to Magician. Allen outside. Here's Magician. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Jackson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Magicians checked in for Mitchell. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Takes a step back. Magician, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Outside Jackson. 1:57 left in the third. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First one falls for him. Magicians checked in for Jackson. And so he makes both from the line. And so here's the home team. Here's Magician. He has 7. Pass to Magician. Lets it go from 14. Approximately 43% in the third quarter. Here's Magician. Williamson, the screen. Magician passes to Williamson. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Magician. He has 5. They set the pick. Throws it up high.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
To the paint, here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
41 seconds left in the third. Here's Darling, still without a basket. Magician's shot is good.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
In 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from there. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Magician. 13 points in the game. Pass to Magician. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Magician's got 9 points here in the second half. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Magician is out there with Williamson. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Holloway at the point. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Outside Jackson. And there's the drive. Magician. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Magician's gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Magician passes to Williamson. Pass to Magician. From 18 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Williamson, the pass to Holloway. Here's Magician, guarded by Jackson. Shoots the 3. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
There's the screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to Magician. Over to the left wing. Williamson, the screen to the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
There's Jackson with the 3, and it's Jemison with the rebound. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Magician. Jackson passes to Sellers. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Outside Jackson. Will it go? Pass to Magician. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. The Wizard with the rebound. The Wizards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Holloway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Mitchell sets the screen for Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Holloway, guarded by Jackson. Inside. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Such opportunistic basketball right there, and that's when they desperately needed it.
Gone 5 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Pass the Magician. Here's Holloway. Here's Magician. Offline with his 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Magician passes to Mitchell. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Sellers trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Allie, thank you so much. Pass the Magician. No one near him. And it's Magician with the rebound. Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Holloway. Here's Magician. Down low. Here's the Wizard. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Magician passes to the Wizard. Fires from deep. The shot's good from Holloway.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass the Magician. Back to Jackson. They grab their own miss. And it's blocked. To the middle. And the layup falls. 8 points for Allen.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Showing the moves down low.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
And that one falls for Jackson. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
From outside, down it goes for 3.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Got a piece of it. Here's Magician. Move off the glass.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Outside Jackson. Oh, the dunk!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Yeah, easy ball.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And he misses the J. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Five on the clock. Floats one up. Can't get it to go. Doing well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. It's off target. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one goes. Count it. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
And it's blocked.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And get the three. Here's Magician. They'll move on to round two. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Magician.